Hello, everyone. Your host here, Gunner, and wanted to quickly say thank you for the continued support that you guys bring to this channel. If you haven't yet, please go subscribe to the channel as you will get notified for future videos, and it will be a huge plus for myself. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Welcome, everyone, to another video of Views from the Stands. Your host here, G-Man G Blazin'. And we're going to talk about should the Pittsburgh Steelers trade for Justin Fields? Okay, it's been popping around the internet and all the media outlets, and so I felt given especially since it's my team, let's discuss about it, right? So quickly, let's just kind of discuss the current situation, QB situation, right? And really, on the roster, we have one QB. His name is Kenny Pickett. So Mitch Trubisky, he got released the other day, and Mason Rudolph is a free agent. The owner would like to bring Mason back on, as a backup role, but I've heard that he wants a fresh start as well. So we'll see how that goes. I personally would like to see him back, just because, um, he's not afraid to throw the ball. Basically, he's got the balls. All right, he's got the cojones, as they say. So, just in general, right, the Steelers are obviously going to improve that room. Probably via draft, probably via trade, via free agency. The trade and free agency is probably like an or thing. I would assume we are going to draft someone probably later in the round, I would hope. And we'll talk about how more of the draft potentially could impact this potential trade and this potential new offense, right? So real quick, before we get real more into details, as you're watching, Justin Fields, Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Pat Freiermuth. I mean, from a paper standpoint, definitely looks good. If he were to really be on this Pittsburgh team, I do anticipate, us pounding the rock a lot. So, we're not going to be crazy in the air, but I think we would be more efficient. And especially with Artie Smith, he's got a great offensive playbook and understands the game very, very well. So I really have no concerns from that standpoint. It's obviously just making sure that Justin Fields has the confidence and understands the playbook, right? Obviously. So going back to the trade, right? And so what PFF has kind of, brought up in their predictions, I guess, is that if Justin Fields were to be traded to the Steelers, it would take a 24 second round pick, which would be the 52 overall, and a 25 fifth round pick. And from a fan perspective, honestly, I kind of feel like I would want it to be in the future still. And it kind of goes back to this draft. We only have 7 total picks. Basically one every round aside from the 5th. We have 2 in the 4th and none in the 5th. So we have some holes I think that needs to be shored up, obviously on the O-line and whatnot. So I think giving a second round pick, you would definitely need to, do your homework and research and understand what's going to be around that second round pick. If it's a third round this year, I think I'd be more okay with it. I don't know, just for some reason, looking at that 24 second round from a fan, just it has some questions, because at the end of the day, Justin Fields, right now, he's only a 2-year plan right now. Basically, he only has 2 years left. He's got his last year's rookie deal, and he's got the 5th year option. So basically, if you were to trade for him, you're trading for the 24 year, right, and the 25 year. So, I mean, when you draft a second rounder, right, you're obviously going to have at least 4 more years. So you're kind of weighing the options there, obviously. So supposedly, we're the odds-on favorite, and I can't understand that just from the standpoint from Artie Smith's standpoint. Mike Tomlin obviously came out recently and said he's loved Justin Fields, or I guess more of Adam Schefter has. I wouldn't say Mike Tomlin Tomlin himself. But yeah, so I mean, there's definitely some smoke around this and some fire. We will see, obviously, what happens with this in the coming weeks, coming months. I do think if we were to make this trade, it would definitely be probably in about a month. Probably my guess or whatnot. Again, from my perspective, I am open to this move. I don't know how I feel about PFF's, you know, projection or their thoughts on their offer. But I would be open to it. He's still young. He's got talent. I think you just have to, and this is just in all quarterbacks. So you got to have the right system and whatnot around that quarterback. So Patrick Mahomes is a great example. They have. I'm pretty sure he probably can't play in all the systems, right? The system that he plays fits him, and I think you could say that about all these quarterbacks. So yeah, I'm open to it, but in all honesty, given how we have 7 picks, I probably would lean more towards the free agency and draft. Maybe a Tannehill, maybe just do like a 1-year type of deal and see how that goes. Would be open to that, but at the same time, though, you do need a quarterback that's able to be more mobile and athletic, and that's the issue with Tannehill. He's a sitting duck. So right, it's what would you want? Do you want a veteran that understands the playbook, probably in the back of his head, or do you want a young quarterback for 2 years, see how he does for those 2 years, learns the playbook, and grows with the community? So let me know your thoughts, guys, on what the Pittsburgh Steelers should do in the comment section. Let me know, should the Pittsburgh Steelers trade for Justin Fields? That would be it, guys. Peace.